Hey, I'm Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Are you a woman over 40 or 50 like me and just struggling, not loving how your skin is looking? This is one of the #1 complaints I get here in my business every single day. Women will come in and be like, Jen, my skincare doesn't work. It stopped working. Nothing's working. What can I do? No matter what, you feel like your skin is dull, dry, sagging, crepey, all the things, and just really unhappy with how you're aging. So in this video, I'm going to break down what could be possibly happening and also give you some tips of how you can get better results. I've owned a med spa for over 20 years. I've been obsessed with everything health and wellness in beauty for over 30 years. Don't feel bad. What you're doing really isn't probably wrong. The truth is our bodies are just changing. And after 40 specifically, I noticed my body was changing so much faster, and trying to figure it out was kind of like a puzzle. So as we get older, I feel like we can't just rely on products. So I know women are busy, you don't have a lot of time, and you get frustrated because you just want things that work and you want to look and feel better as you age. Obviously, our hormones are all over the place, so it really affects our skin. Our collagen really starts to decline after we enter menopause. The first 5 years are the worst for collagen degrading. If you're in that stage like me where you're starting menopause in your first or second year of menopause, the aging happens, the degeneration of collagen happens at an accelerated rate. So trying to keep up with that can be a challenge, especially if you're not being diligent about what you're doing. So with the hormonal shifts, with the loss of estrogen, our skin will thin, look more dull. It becomes obviously more fine lines and wrinkles, crepier, all over, not just on the face, and the whole body. You know, you can be more prone to bruising, more fluid retention, so all the fun things. You can have more histamine issues, so your skin may be more itchy. A lot of my clients complain about itchy skin. So as we get older and our hormones are all over the place, we have different histamine responses. So one of the biggest things that my clients will say to me is, my product was working and now it stopped working. Like, what's going on? So here's what usually is going on. So usually a product will give you like an initial glow because it has some type of maybe different type of exfoliation in there, some enzymes and some hyaluronic or some kind of plumping ingredient that's giving you an initial glow and hydration. But your skin is continuing to change day to day, honestly. It can change perimenopause, menopause, completely different skin issues. Your collagen is dropping so quickly. Your circulation is really slowing down. So your hydration could be internal hydration. You could be dehydrated, which really affects the skin a lot more as we age. So there's so many things that can come into play just from day to day. So no cream, unfortunately, is going to give you that amazing result for a long period of time if we're not addressing a lot of other things that are going on internally and externally with our skin. So why it's not just about your products. So I have noticed, working with thousands of women, owning a spa for over 20 years, that even with myself, my skin can change literally day to day, let alone month to month. So if you're going to divert to some of my clients just like love their Estee Lauder products or their Clinique products or whatever, and they just always use the same products, I find this to be a little bit of an issue, and I've never been a big fan of just always using the same products. Even if you love them, I think it can be a problem because I've found, and I don't know if there's any science to back this up, but I find that it's best if you rotate your products. You rotate your active ingredients, you rotate your skin hydrators, because I just find the skin, like the body, likes multiple ingredients. It reacts and responds differently to ingredients at different times. So just like your body, you wouldn't always eat the same exact things. You want to mix up your nutrients, your micronutrients, your vitamins, your minerals, mix it all up within the foods that you eat. I feel the same with your topical products is super vital, especially as we age, because you're not going to get everything that you need in one product. And maybe, you know, as your skin is changing day to day, your hydration levels are changing externally and internally, you need to have a few products or different techniques that I'll teach you later on, so keep watching, that can help enhance the absorption of the product as well to give you better results. So you don't really have to have a lot of products. You can use the products that you're using, but in different ways. So I'm gonna give you tips on that a little bit later in the video, so just be sure to keep on watching. So just think about it. Your skin is dynamic. It's always changing and responding to the environment that you're in. And one night, maybe your skin feels more irritated because you were outside and it was like a really windy day and you maybe need more barrier protection or restorative properties. Or maybe you were like swimming in a pool all day and your skin is like super dehydrated on the surface. Or maybe, you know, you are an environment where it's like the temperature, the atmosphere is really moist. So then you would need a different product for that. These are things to just to consider. You want to consider, you know, the environment, what the weather is for that particular day. And I'm in the East Coast, so it literally can change 30 to 40 degrees from day to day. It's insane. So the products that I pick would be determinant on that as well. So that's just something to consider that can have a result in how your skin is reacting to a product. Because if you put on a product and then you go outside and it's like really dry outside, your skin's going to maybe respond differently and look differently based on how your skin's responding to the environment outside. So the temperature, the humidity, the air quality, even stress and hormones. Your stress, you know, as menopausal women, perimenopausal women, our stress can vary completely from day to day, what is being thrown at us. And that really does affect everything, you know, our skin, how we feel about ourselves. So the same product on your skin can feel and look differently, literally from day to day based on the environment. That doesn't mean it's not working. It might just need to be tweaked. So that's what I want to help you with. So learning to listen to your skin and adjusting it, just like you would adjust your clothes for the day, you want to start to do that with your skincare. And this can make a huge difference in the results that you're going to see day to day. Some days you might need more layers of hydration, and other days you need less layers of hydration. The environment is going to affect how your skin absorbs and how it retains the moisture. On cold days or dry days, your skin's going to be thirstier. It's going to need more hydration. So that means the same product that you're using, if you're always using the same product, is going to feel and work completely differently on your skin. Now, I do offer skincare coaching if it's something that you're interested in, because a lot of people have so many products and then they just keep buying more products hoping that something's going to be the holy grail for them, and they're just left with all these products. So I can help you utilize the products that you have, because this is a big thing that I do with my clients here. They'll take a picture, send it to me in an email, whatever. I'll see all the products that they have and then teach them how to better utilize them and rotate them and how to use them together to get better results. So for instance, if you have, say, a creamy cleanser, like an acid-based cleanser, like a salicylic or glycolic cleanser, and like a toner, and your serum and your cream, right? So your skin's going to respond and look completely different. If you took your, say, creamy cleanser, right? Creamy cleanser, and then you put on your serum. So when you do a creamy cleanser or an oil-based cleanser, you still kind of have like a little bit of a film on your skin, which some people like if they're really dry. And then you put your serum over that, but there is still a barrier and it's not penetrating as deeply as it could. Whereas if you took your, say, creamy cleanser and then used like a glycolic toner or some type of toner, any type of toner, and then put your serum on, it's going to actually react completely differently on your skin, because you're stripping that first layer of whatever's left on your skin from the cleanser. So there's a lot of ways you can tweak your current products that you have if you love them and utilize them in completely different ways and make them stronger or less strong. So this is what I love to do. So if you are stuck and completely confused, then just either click the link below and we can chat, or just send me an email and we can chat that way as well. But I love to help women with that, so you don't have to spend more money and buy more products. Most of the time you have products that are fine, but you just don't know how to use them in the right way for you. I encourage you to experiment on your own with rotating your products and just learning how your skin reacts to using your products in completely unique and different ways. Comment down below if there's anything specifically that you're really struggling with, and I'd be happy to do another video on it or give you some tips. So this is something that I had to learn the hard way, because I know a lot about ingredients and technology and all of the things, but still was struggling with getting results that I really liked to get or was getting when I was younger. So when I started to really go down the perimenopause, menopause rabbit hole, learning a lot about what I needed to do to change my body, I realized that the things I was doing to change my body were also helping me change my skin and tighten up my skin and have less crepey skin. And I did a whole video on that, how I was able to help change, like my knees specifically were driving me crazy. My knees were like cellulite, crepey, and I just was like hating that. So I wanted to figure that out. And in turn, the things I was doing for that, I found was really helping my skin. So I want to break those down for you to help you, give you some tips that can also help your skin other than the products that you're using, because I feel like as we get older, it's kind of marrying together, unfortunately, a lot of things to have the skin that we want as we age. It's not as easy as when we were in 20 years old or 30 years old to get the same results. So on top of our hormones being all over the place and feeling like we're going crazy, we're losing bone and we're losing muscle. We have more inflammation in our body. Our bodies can be more dehydrated. Everything is just off, and we're losing things that we need and gaining things that we don't want to have, right? So we're losing a lot of bone in our face, which I didn't really realize and nobody was really talking about until I think Dr. Rajani, one of the doctors I follow, he's definitely great, you should follow him, started talking about bone loss in the face, and nobody was talking about it. And I was like, that makes like complete sense, that of course we would lose bone in our face. Like, why are we losing bone in our body? And everybody's talking about losing bone in our body and osteoporosis and osteopenia, but not talking about bone loss in our face. Like, of course, that makes complete sense to me. In turn with that, I just started really being more aware of focusing on maintaining my bone and trying to build my bone. Now, I don't know how you build your bone in your face other than just making sure that you are building bone in your body. So I would say take the D3 with the K2. Anything that I'm recommending, just obviously like research it on your own, do your own research. But I take high levels of D3, K2, which I learned about from Dr. Berg. I really like some of his videos as well. So I did find this one video from Dr. Rajani that I love about lower face aging and building bone.
Face aging. It's a horror. The number one mistake my patients make, and likely you, slapping on expensive anti-aging creams. Creams are great for hydration, but many of the ones my patients walk in the door with don't lift or rebuild their lost structure. Structure, I said. Why? The problem is deeper. Think bone loss, fat shifting, ligament weakening. So collagen creams and exfoliating cleansers won't cut it. A collagen molecule is too large to penetrate. Rebuild facial bone. That's the foundation of your face. Think vitamin K2, D3, and magnesium. These help prevent jawbone shrinkage, and many also chew mastic gum.
And I started taking collagen when Mary Claire Haber, who wrote the menopause book, I really definitely read that. It's interesting. It's a good read. She recommended the Verisol collagen for cellulite. So I started taking that collagen and then have switched to the Healthy Bones Co collagen because it has different peptides in there to help with cellulite, to help with building bone, to help with building tendons, helps with your skin and hair and all of that. So for the bone, for the gel, something for the tendons, something for the cellulite. So I was like, checking all those boxes. I need help with all of those things, so I'm going to get this collagen. You have loss of fat in the face, or it just redistributes as well. So it starts sagging, so our faces start to like look saggy. And there's a new something out, Renuva or something. I'm starting to look into that, where you use someone else's fat. So this is good for people that don't have, I guess, enough body fat to utilize. I am nervous to put things from other people's bodies into my body. I don't know like what people have in their body, even if it's like fully cleaned out. Obviously they're sterilizing it, but for sure, like you don't 100% know what is in people's cells. You know, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about that, so that's yet to be seen. Let me know down below if you've tried it or if you feel like it's totally safe to use things from other people's bodies. It's another reason here in the business, if you are looking into doing medical treatments, I don't like to do any exosomes that come from people as well. I will use more plant-derived exosomes, things that come from plants as opposed to coming from other people's bodies. Okay, here's the info on Renuva from Dr. Rajani as well.
Next is I tried Renuva, which is fat transfer.
So I don't use Renuva in my practice. My patients don't want DNA and products from other people.
And so I used a donor's fat. When I did this, I had an extreme allergic reaction. In fact, on my way home, I blew up. Like I couldn't even see out of my eyes.
Poor guy, huh? So like you're using something from someone else's body. I don't want that, so I don't do it for my patients. Is it a moneymaker? Sure. Anytime you have something that's not autologous, not from yourself, you risk the reaction to it. And of course, like I said, it comes from other people. Do you want that? If you do, it's totally cool. It's not for me or my patients.
So obviously muscle loss, as we age, we're losing so much muscle, and especially if you are still doing a ton of cardio as you're getting older because you want to lose weight or be thin. So the excess cardio is kind of wasting our muscles as we get older. So it's, I think, more important to not do a lot of cardio as we get older, unless you love it or you're a marathon runner or something, but then you really need to make sure you're really supplementing with even more weight training to offset all of that cardio, and which is causing, I feel like, inflammation in the body, breaking down the body. You know, nothing good for me came from excessive cardio. So I really switched to shorter, more intense workouts. And that has really helped me to burn more fat on my body, especially in the midsection. And I started doing a lot more consistent weight training, and it's not a lot, like literally 10 minutes a few times throughout the week. And then I do one longer weight training, like full body session on Sundays when I have more time and my husband can be with my kids and my aunt that I take care of. Our circulation, unfortunately, like slows down as we age. So we need to really focus on circulation if you want to have like nice, healthy, glowing skin. And also it does help with cellulite. I feel like it does help in any like fluid retention in the body as well. So I got a vibration plate and I put it in my bathroom and I stand on that in the morning and at night. And I just feel like it's just helping to keep all like my blood flowing, circulation going. I feel like it can't hurt. I definitely would encourage you as you're aging to please take up weight training and strength training in particular, because I found like as I didn't focus so much on, losing weight as I get older, but for me, I wanted to just like recomposition my body so that I had more muscle tone and definition and didn't feel so like mushy and saggy. And as I started to increase my weight training, slowly but surely, my overall skin itself was getting firmer. So even in here, I had like crepey skin, like starting to get that crepey skin. So when I started doing like more weight training, that really has gone away. I even had cellulite, like literally cellulite here. Like who gets cellulite right here? I don't know, apparently I do. So that has really helped the weight training, and it doesn't have to be a lot. In my program, I talk about 10 with Jen, everything's quick. 10-minute beauty routines, 10-minute workouts, 10-minute meals, super fast because we have no time. I get it, trust me. I do think over the age of 40 that we should be incorporating some type of home care tools and devices. These tools can really help in helping with your product penetration. Helping it just penetrate in a little bit deeper can give you a completely different result in a good way and a bad way. So you need to be careful. So we'll talk about that. So increasing circulation is number one. I always do it when I'm cleansing. I do a lot more massage. I didn't have to do any of this stuff when I was in my 20s and 30s and even early 40s. Like it didn't make a difference, but it makes a difference if you're over 45. You need to do these things to help. There's nothing that like pumps like the fluid. We don't have like lymphatic in the face. So you'll get more pooling, puffiness under the eyes. I get more puffiness under here as I get older. I'll stand on the vibration plate and I will do my gua sha. You want to utilize something like this. I will, do a lot of massage when I'm doing my cleansing. When I put my products on at nighttime, I will do like self-care. I make time to prioritize myself to just make myself feel better. It's a time for me to reflect on my day. In the morning, set myself up for the day. And in the evening, I talk to myself in the mirror. I call them like my mirror moments with myself and talk to myself, building myself up and thinking about my day and the things that I'm like happy with, the things that I did well. There's times I take for myself and I encourage women to do as well. Think about building yourself up and becoming this, healthy, strong version of yourself. So create your own mirror moments and continually build yourself up. It's really a passion of mine to help you take those moments for yourself to, while you're doing your routine and your self-care, just think about becoming the healthiest, strongest version of yourself and really, be excited about the aging process. Gua sha for the face, and then I do one for the body as well. So I like this for breaking up cellulite on the body. Now for product penetration on the face, I've talked about in a lot of my videos, micro needling and stamping, but some of you weren't familiar with what those even are. Basically, they have little micro needles on them, so you can roll the areas that you want to do. On the face, I only do, it really depends. I'll do a whole video on it because the depths of the needles range from 0.25 all the way up to 3 millimeters in some cases, and anything over 1 for the face, it's pretty strong and aggressive if you're putting like a 1 millimeter needle in your face. But there's all different types. A lot of you commented in the comments in the other video that you use like little pens. So like these little doctor pens, and they come with you can get different tips, like a nano tip, which is just for like nice product penetration, to deeper needles where you would microneedle your face and then you would change the depth here. So there's all different versions. I have the professional microneedling machine too. So I'll do a whole video on that because the number of needles and the depth of the needle really make a difference. So if you have like 100 needles or 2 needles, right? The 100 needles is going to be less painful. It's like sleeping on a bed of nails, right? If you slept on 100 nails. It's not going to hurt as if you slipped on 2 nails, right? So that's going to affect your results as well. You want to be like a little bit when you're starting out, for sure, like more gentle with the face. You don't want to cause too much trauma, but also you want to be careful with the products that you use after, because not all products are meant to be used with microneedling. A lot of them aren't tested for that. So it's almost better to talk to an esthetician. We can have like a coaching call and I can help you on that, or just don't use a product. The act of the stamping or the needle rolling, whatever, the trauma that's causing the stimulation of the collagen. So you want a collagen bank, create more collagen as often as you can, as far as like, being consistent with it. Don't do it every single day, but be consistent with it, build it into your routines so that you're constantly creating new collagen as you age. But you want to be careful with what you use over it. So I can do a whole video on that, but just be cautious. Just don't use oils. You want to stick with more like natural things that don't have preservatives, hyaluronic acid based products, or products that are meant for specifically for microneedling. You can look online for things like that, or just message me and I can give you ideas as well. If you're having a hard time finding microneedling, stamping products to use, you don't know if they're going to be safe to use, and you can't find something online, you can always message me down below. I do custom make things for my clients using different ampules like this. So I have even ones for hair, for lip plumping, for as you get older, your lips kind of get less pink and dry. So I custom make things like that for my clients to take home and use with their stampers and rollers so that I know what they're using is good, or they use some of my serums here as well. But if you struggle with that, just message me down below so that you know what you're using is safe. Then I really like for product penetration, for stimulating collagen, tools like this. So this is mine. I like this one. I've tried all of them. People send me theirs, Solar Wave, Blue Days, all of them. Send me them to try. They're great as well, but I created mine to be a little bit more customizable. So I find things need to be more customized, especially as we age in general, even for teens, honestly, it needs to be customized, because the other wands, you cannot turn certain functions off, or they only have red light, and sometimes you want blue for acne, or you want green for your pigmentation, or turquoise for brightening, like all the different color lights. A lot of them have that, but mine you can turn off the heat. So if you have rosacea or sensitive skin or certain types of acne, you don't want to put heat on that. And all the other ones that I've tried, you cannot turn the heat function off. On mine you can turn the heat function off. On mine you can also turn the vibration off, which is really important. Some people don't like the vibration. Some people are really sensitive. Some people have cystic acne, and you don't want to be vibrating over things like that. So I wanted something that was just more customizable for my clients here. So if you're interested in something like that, more customizable, send me a message and I can give you more information on mine as well. I like to sell them in a 2-pack. I've talked about this before. I sell also like the little microcurrents in a 2-pack, because I just find, having done this for so long, that people that buy their new face like a 1 don't use it as often as they should be using it, because it's a pain, because you have to do one side of your face and then you do the other side of your face. So I sell them in a pack for like $125 when they're on sale for 2, okay? And then you have 2, and then you can just do your whole face at the same time, do your neck, do your arms, do your belly, and I used to do my knees too, so do your knees, whatever. But you have 2, it's so much faster when you're a busy woman, when you're, aging and you have no time and you just want to get results, like the faster the better. So that's why I sell my things in packs of 2. Just something to think about when you're looking for devices. Sometimes some of them have like a buy one get one. 2 is better. I know for sure. You probably use it more often if you're going to have 2 than have 1. Another thing I love for home is dermaplaning like this. So these you can get really inexpensively on Amazon, like a whole pack of them. Use them once and then just throw them away so they get dull quickly. Here at work, I do the more surgical one, so it's a little deeper, but use these to help get the fine hairs, any dry skin off. It's really amazing. It'll help your products penetrate in better as well. So that can really help enhance the results of your product. If you have hair concerns, a lot of you message me about my hair. I don't feel like there's a lot of talk about anti-aging hair treatments or anti-aging hair anything. Everybody's talking about anti-aging skincare, anti-aging body treatments, but nothing with hair. And I noticed my hair is thinning as I get older. Every time I would put my sunglasses on and then take my sunglasses off and lose hair, I freak out in the car, oh my God, I lost 3 more pieces of hair. So I went and got a bunch of inexpensive sunglasses that will not rip out my hair. So if you have these concerns, or if you're on one of the GLP-1 things. I know my clients are starting to lose their hair, so I started to go down the hair rabbit hole. I used to own a salon for 10 years, and there's so many great ingredients coming out. Overnight serums to put in your hair, things to help with shedding, hair loss, breakage, some really cool treatments for the ends, because people are like, my hair's not growing anymore. And really your hair's growing because you still have to color it, right? So you know that it's growing, but what's happening is that it's just breaking off from the end. So it's like frying from here up. So there's a bunch of cool things that you can do to seal your ends so that your hair can grow and be healthy as you age. So if you're interested in things like that, like I am, then just comment down below and I could do a whole video on all the things that are new and innovative that are coming out. So the final thing I wanted to give you tips on that I noticed really helped as I was starting to change my body, that helped my skin the most. There's a lot. I increased my protein intake a lot. I was vegetarian for a long time and I just wanted to be able to build more muscle and sculpt my body a little bit more, have more muscle tone and age with more strength. So I started increasing my protein to just help even build more muscle, because I want to, everybody's talking about collagen banking, but I want a muscle bank, because as I've seen in a lot of my clients, when they get an injury or they fall or they need to get a hip replaced, a knee replacement, you know, the studies show that just, you know, laying in bed, you know, where you get sick, the muscle that you lose, it's a lot as you age and it's really hard to get that back. So now I'm on this whole, I want a muscle bank. I'm not only collagen banking, but I'm muscle banking. So I increased my protein in order to do that. And I'll do a whole video on like what I eat in a day and easy ways to get in more protein, because I know women, the women in my program, my facial clients really, really struggle with knowing how to get in enough protein, or they feel like they're not hungry and they can't eat that much protein. So I will definitely help you with that, because I think it's so vital. The more protein that I found that I was eating, my skin definitely was better. My cellulite was going away. It helped me build muscle, which also helped my skin. The next thing that I loved was this, so GSH complex. Okay, so I got this. It's a precursor for glutathione. So it basically makes your body produce glutathione as opposed to taking glutathione, which I've also done in the past. But then I found if you take glutathione and you stop taking it, then obviously it's like not in your body anymore. Your body doesn't like retain it or something. But if you take in this form, it makes your body produce glutathione. So glutathione is like the master antioxidant in your body. It helps detox your body. It helps all your cells just function in a healthier way. And it's an immune booster too. So it really helped build your immunity, just build the health of the cells in your body. So I really love taking this. I highly recommend this. And I actually use it in my facials as well. And I use it at home. I think I did a short on that on Instagram. But you can, this is really great, especially if you don't want to use products after you microneedle, because you don't know if your skin's going to have a reaction to it. So you could do your microneedling, you could do your rolling, or you could do your stamping, and then you would take the glutathione and mix it with water, or you would mix it with the supercharged water, which is what I do. But you would mix it and then you apply it on after microneedling, let it sit on, let it get tight, and then just rinse it off with water or the supercharged water. And supercharged water is, so this came, I bought it together like this, but this UNV it's called. And you would take a cap full of this, like pour this into the cap and then pour it into your regular water bottle. I drank that through the day. So this is mine. I'll drink like a few of these through the day. So I just put like a half a capful or capful into that. And that's proven to be equivalent to 10 glasses of water intracellularly. So it makes your cells just more hydrated and function better. And I definitely noticed a difference in my skin being like more plump and hydrated, because I'm horrible at drinking water. If I'm here at work and doing facials all day, I can't really drink water all day because I don't want to be running to the bathroom, and I'm just horrible at drinking water anyway. So I feel like this has really helped me, because at least I feel like my cells are more hydrated. And as we get older, like dehydration makes your skin look horrible. It's really important to keep your skin, even on your body. I can do a whole video on like body products that I think make a difference. I notice when my clients come in, they're not being diligent with their topical hydration, even for their body, their crepiness, their cellulite, the skin looks way worse. But I found using this water, this like water booster, has really, really helped me. So I also use this in my facials. Like I literally will dilute the water down like into a bottle like this, and then I will use it as a toner, because it will help your products penetrate in more. It's plumping up the cells. But then I use it for me and my facials. Like I will literally use it in here. That's the supercharged water, and use it as a treatment. I'll use it after my microneedling. I'll use it to enhance the absorption of products as well. So you can use these products, aside from taking them internally, you can use them as well on your face. So it's like a double bonus. So I do that treatment at home, like once a week when I microneedle, I will do it. And I have done it actually on my belly as well. I have some clients where they've seen really good results with stretch marks, just not even microneedling, but applying it like after, say, like a body scrub or something, and then applying these two, you know, together onto their body has like reduced their stretch marks as well. So I can't speak more highly enough about that. It just really has helped give me more energy, helped my skin be a lot better. And the strength training, I think that has really helped my skin quality as well. And I'll do some exercises to help with building my bone as well. If you feel like dehydrated, you could use electrolytes. I sometimes will incorporate electrolytes into my water so that I am more hydrated, or salts or something as well. But I feel like this really works in hydrating my body as well. So I don't really use electrolytes as often anymore unless I'm like a really sweaty day or something. So be aware of your dehydration levels as well, because it's going to affect how your skin looks and how your products react on your skin as well. So let me know down below what things you're struggling with your skin as you're aging. I'd be happy to give you more tips because I might have left some things out, or there's more questions that you have after hearing this video. Know that your products can work for you. You just need a smarter strategy, and I hope I've given you some ideas to try with your products so you don't feel like you have to go out and buy more products for your skin, because I'm sure, like many women, you have so much stuff at home. So utilize what you have and just try to utilize them in a different way. Try and be aware of the weather for the day, the environment for the day, your stress, your internal hydration levels, and then just put that all together and just see how it helps your skin, you know, look and feel better as you age. I hope you like these videos. I'm hoping to help you age with confidence and strength. Be excited about aging. If you're on this 30-day journey with me to look and feel better as you age, I am trying to upload every day. It's been a little challenging, but I promise to be uploading every other day if I'm not here. So be sure to like and subscribe so you see the videos that I'm uploading in this series to help you. And I'm so happy that you're here with me on this journey, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.